Karnak finds himself in the world, a self-contained research facility, and home to the Weapon Plus program. Jean Grey did what she could to occupy the Inhuman fighter, but now, Phantom X is up. He engages the Inhuman, but Karnak isn't one to lose that easily. Ms. Marvel prepares for another psychic attack, but Karnak puts an end to that. Phantom X finds an opening to strike at Karnak, but the Inhuman counters. Phantom X calls on EVA to lend a hand, but with a precision strike at the X-Men's vessel, the whole ship goes crashing down. Following the attack, Karnak finds himself the only one standing. Not long after, he discovers an imprisoned Lockjaw, his ticket out of this place. Limbo. The Inhumans force themselves to the doorsteps of Forge's workshop in hopes of locating their king, while Gorgon keeps the X-Men Colossus busy. The royal family steps forth into the workshop, weary of possible death traps. Luckily for the Inhumans, no death traps were discovered, and they even managed to find Black Bolt. The problem is, Alex Summers, aka Havoc, is standing guard. The Inhumans killed his big brother. That queen ordered his death, and the king was the executioner. By activating his sonic powers, Havoc can kill their king. He is angry, and he needs someone to take his frustrations out on. But he is one, and they are many. If he kills their king, they will end him, and he knows it. Alex clears his head. He tells the invaders that this isn't a fight about the Terrigen Cloud. It is all about Emma and Scott. Black Bolt is free to go, but they're still stuck in limbo. It's not like they have anywhere else to go. Jersey City. Iso and her new humans have bartered a temporary truce with Forge and young Cyclops of the X-Men. Forge, with Moon Girl's help, is able to make another Terrigen Cloud destroyer, but they need materials. Iso knows just a place to get them. She will find Ahura, son of their king and queen. He will have the parts they need. Before Iso departs, New Human Grid reminds her that their action goes against Medusa's wishes. Reluctantly, Iso states, "I know that, Grid. I know." The world. With Reader's help, Synapse locates the Inhuman Karnak. She begins to explain everything to her comrade, but he silences her. There is much to do, but first, they gotta wake up a drugged Lockjaw. Iceland. Ms. Marvel's team arrives at the next location where the Terrigen Cloud will be. The team takes a moment to take in the land's scenic view, but suddenly, Emma Frost makes her appearance, followed by the X-Men. They converge upon the New Humans, but young Cyclops has other plans. Scott turns heavenside. He preemptively blasts his optic beam directly at Frost. X-Haven. Gorgon is bludgeoned, beaten by the Colossus. The X-Men heads towards the workshop to cut off the Inhumans, but instead of finding a fight, he discovers Havoc. No bruises, no nothing. No signs of a fight. Havoc informs his comrade that a hooded guy came with a teleporting dog. They took their people out. When asked as to why Havoc didn't put up a fight, Alex states that he could have killed Black Bolt. He owes Scott something, he knows that. But Alex doesn't owe his brother that. While Medusa and her family recovers in the Philippines, Ms. Marvel's new humans engage in epic battle against the mutant nation. Scott made his choice and he sides with his new allies. His optic blast misses his target. Frost psionically attacks a young man, but Ms. Marvel comes to his aid. Storm commands the skies, but she never gone up against anyone like Mosaic. He take over Aurora's body. Her powers are his to command. Grid attacks the old man with his electromagnetic abilities. The master of magnetism scoffs at his efforts. Magneto easily cancels out his attack. Enough is enough. High above, he brings forth the Blackbird and directs it at the squabbling children below. What's going on, guys? Welcome to Comic Island. My name is Joey, and thank you so much for checking out our review of the Inhumans vs. X-Men issue 5. There is only one more issue left before this series wraps up, so let's take a look at how the Inhumans vs. X-Men issue 5 stacks up to the other 4 issues. Let's start off the battle with Phantom X. I love the guy, but it seems like he lost to Karnak too easily. But then again, with Karnak's abilities, how can anyone really go toe-to-toe with him in a close combat fight and win? By the way, this is where my knowledge of Karnak is a bit lacking. Anyway, continuing on. Medusa found Black Bolt, and Havoc could kill the Inhumans' biggest weapon. By letting Black Bolt go, he pretty much condemned his side to lose the war. But then again, Alex Summers and the rest of these characters are all good guys, so I believe that this is pretty much what Alex would do. He knows how his brother died. He knows that Black Bolt didn't actually kill Cyclops, but instead, Scott died from Terrigen poisoning. There's a lot of hesitation on Alex's part, and I think he knows the true person responsible for this war, which is Emma. The writers have hinted that there will be a mutant that will defect to the Inhuman side. While reading this, I thought it was going to be Alex, but then again we find out that young Cyclops, with his own free will, took a shot at his people. He stands in a very delicate position because, as we know, it is established that this young Cyclops is not from a parallel world. He is truly the Cyclops from the past. If young Scott dies, present-day Cyclops ceases to exist. This has been established in the all-new X-Men Volume 1, so now, young Scott saw how he would die, and he knows that Emma will set him up to make him look like a mutant terrorist. This is what will be left of his legacy. If this is how he feels, then I can understand him wanting nothing to do with the X-Men and the mutants altogether. But I'm not entirely sure that it's young Cyclops who will be a traitor. There is one more issue left, so it might be another mutant. Next issue will be out shortly, so I hope we get an all-out war between the biggest players such as Medusa, Black Bolt, Crystal, and Johnny Storm from the Inhumans. I want to see Magneto, Emma, and Storm doing some damage, but I want to see Dazzler back as well. She had such a big moment in issue 1, but we never heard from her again in this series. So what did you think about issue 4? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like what we do and want to support us, I recommend checking out our Patreon page. The link will be in the description below. Thanks again, and if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time in another Comic Island video.